Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome to this full moon flow. By now, I'm sure you've realized I really enjoy working with the energy of the full moon each month. And the reason being is it's an excellent opportunity for me to reflect, go inward, and acknowledge what is no longer serving me for my highest and best, and allows me to release those lower vibrational emotions, thought patterns, behaviors, etc. Now, the Native Americans would name each full moon because that would help them keep track of the cycles of the season. So the name of this full moon is known as the cold moon. Now, this full moon peaks on December 7th and is in the astrological sign of Gemini. Now, if you're unfamiliar, the energy of Gemini can bring that duality, right? The good and the bad. So really kind of see what comes up for you during this time and certainly throughout this sequence. Now, additionally, this moon is also bringing up some fear. It's also bringing up those heated, heavy emotions. Now, those emotions are stored in the body, in particular in certain organs. So if you were unfamiliar, the emotion of fear is stored in the kidneys, and that heated anger, resentment emotions is stored in the liver here on the right side. So during this practice today, we are not only going to work with the energy of the full moon, opening the hips, releasing what is no longer serving us, but we are also really focusing on that solar plexus, which is right here at the rib cage if you were unfamiliar. And also during this full moon, really pay attention to the excitability, that new spark, that fire that is within you. So this is an excellent time for you to focus on some things that might be new. You might pick up a new hobby. So try new things that lights you up, that brings you joy, just like this yoga sequence. And maybe you find a new hobby. And if you don't know what brings you joy, that's okay. That lets you know where you need to spend some additional time, because joy is what brings us that true happiness and gratitude. So with that, my friend, if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and the notifications, and leave in the comments below what you are enjoying about these videos. Let's go ahead and begin this wonderful full moon flow. If you are not already there, my friend, meet me in that nice standing position. Look, I've got my sparkly pants on, reminds me of the galaxy. All right, just meet me at the top of the mat. Root to rise, find the placement of the feet. I like to think about a string pulling out the crown of my head. That coccyx at the bottom of the tailbone is falling straight and true down to the earth. And let's have those palms open up towards the sky as we are ready to receive the healing energy of this full moon. Maybe take some deep cleansing breaths. Close the eyes if that's what feels right for you today. Feel the shoulders relax away from the ears. The jaw unclenches. And just start to settle into the space, the practice. Maybe you connect with the strong, victorious, audible Ujjayi breath. And if you feel those cleansing breaths are serving you today, please continue those. Letting go of all judgment, just honor what you need in this very moment. Focusing on each inhale and exhalation of the breath. And yogi, let's make an energetic map of the body. And really start to check in and see what your body is communicating with you today, right now. And in your own time, let's go ahead and bring in some intentions for this practice today. Start to focus on anything that you are ready to let go. Could be something you felt in the body as you made that energetic map. It could be a habit, an emotion, a relationship that is no longer serving you. Whatever it is, bring that into the practice right now. Knowing that the powerful, loving energy of this full moon is here to support you. And know that if during this practice today, any emotions should arise, allow your body to process it. Move through it and fully let it go. Let's just kind of take the arms side to side, just let everything go. Maybe move the lips, the face, unclench the jaw. Good work. And meet me back. Center for that mountain pose. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Standing half moon, grounding in both feet. Exhale, guide the body over to the right side, keeping the shoulders in line. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, guide it over to the left now, keeping both feet firmly planted on the earth. Inhale, come up. Exhale once more to that right side, taking that stretch a little deeper. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the left, beautiful, really breathing deeply into that right side body. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, forward fold. Enjoy a nice ragdoll here a moment. Let the crown of the head fall to the earth. Bend the knees if that feels right. Maybe you shake the head yes. Maybe you shake it no. Maybe take a hold of those elbows, sway side to side. Good work. Let's release. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank, hold. Look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale, lowers you down, keeping the elbows in towards the rib cage. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes. You may feel the kneecaps lift. Pressing the toenails into the earth. Inhale, lifts you up for that cobra. Listen carefully. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Yes, exhale, lower down. 1 more, connecting with that solar plexus. Inhale, lift up, compression in the back of the kidneys. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes underneath, press it back for that down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. You have that strong yogi grip into the mat. Pressing the heels down to the earth. Maybe they touch, maybe they never do. The hips are lifting up and back. Maybe you choose to pedal the legs here. Good work. Warming up the body, be gentle. Look between the hands, come up on the tippy toes, walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees if you need to. Forward fold. The rib cage should touch the thighs. Inhale, flat back, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands heart center, Samaste Tahi. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend the knees if you need to. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step it back. Hold the high plank, strong yogi grip. Look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees. Untuck the toes, exhale, lowers you down, elbows towards the rib cage. Listen carefully again. 3 cobra poses. Press the toenails into the earth, squeeze the thighs, knees may lift. Inhale, lift you up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Notice the difference between when you started and now. Inhale, lift up. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lowers you down. Still squeezing the thighs. One more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lowers you down. Tuck the toes underneath. Press it back. Meet me in that down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Feeling that upward rotation of that scapula, the elongation happening of the hamstrings, the glutes, the calves. Maybe the heels touch, maybe they never do. That is A-OK. Feeling that belly button pull towards the spine. One more breath. Take a cleansing breath if you need it. Beautiful work here, my friend. Look between the hands. Come up on the toes. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees if you need to. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands heart center, Namaste Tahi. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, squeezing the knees in towards the midline. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees still if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step it back. Hold that high plank. Option for up dog or stay with me in cobra. Look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees. Untuck the toes. Exhale, lower yourself down. Strong cobra tail. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath. Press it back for that down dog. You know it, you've been here before. Turn that left toe out 45 degrees. Right knee comes in through the midline. Plant the right foot, ground the left. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, warrior one, and hold. Can you squeeze that left thigh a little more? Not allowing the arch of that left foot to collapse. Squeeze the right thigh. One more breath. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky a little more. Yes. Exhale, take it down. Frame that right foot. Step it back. Plank hold, vinyasa, look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale, lowers you down, you know it. Inhale, strong cobra tail, lifts you up. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath, press it back into that down dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Now that right toe turns out 45 degrees, left knee comes in through the midline, plant that left foot, ground the right, get your balance. Inhale, reach up, palms together, warrior one. You're looking amazing. Yes, there you go. Squeeze that right thigh, pressing into the blade of that right foot. Squeeze the left thigh. You've got it. You know it. Reach that warrior sword up higher. I know you're a warrior. Yes, here we go. Exhale, frame that left foot. Step it back. You know it. Vinyasa. Meet me in that cobra, lower to the knees, take it down, squeeze everything into the midline. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, take it back for that down dog. Take that cleansing breath if you need it. Pedal the knees again if that is what you feel you need today to serve you. Look between the hands, come up on the toes. Remember that intention. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hold here, yogi. Just hold. We're going to go into bear pose. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, create that space. Exhale, hinge at the hip creases. Keep that nice, long, flat back. Beautiful. And bring that body parallel towards the floor. Feeling the compression of the abdomen here, really connecting with that solar plexus, squeezing the knees in towards the midline. You've got it. One more breath. Yes, releasing the shoulders. Feel it reaching up in front of you with the crown of your head. Inhale, come up, Utkatasana, palms come together, fingertips reach up. Exhale, bring it down, mountain pose. Take that cleansing breath. Beautiful. And let's begin. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees if you need it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, vinyasa, cobra or up dog. Take your option of whatever is serving you, my beautiful yogi friend. Exhale, meet me back in that down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left toe turns out 45 degrees. Right knee comes in through the midline. Plant that right foot, ground the left. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Now we're building the heat, the tapas. You might feel that frustration. Let it go, breathe it out. Let's do it. Warrior one and hold. Lengthen that right leg. Step that left foot forward. And now take the reverse namaskar hands or a hold of those elbows. We're going into that pyramid pose. Nice long spine. Inhale, lift up, create that space. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Long spine, heart energy shines forward. Bend that right knee if you should need it. It would look like this. There you go. And just breathe. Hold here a moment. One more breath. Yes, exhale. Now we're reaching the arms out in front of us. Come up, all the energy into that right foot for that warrior three. Hold, keeping that internal rotation of that hip. The hip bones are pointing towards the floor. You've got it. Here we go. Exhale, bend it, open up, heel to arch alignment. Warrior two. Feel that scapula pulling apart. Can you squeeze that left thigh a little more here? Yes, there it is. Pressing into the blade of that left foot. Windmill the arms forward. Frame that right foot. Square the hips towards the earth. Meet me in that runner's lunge. Yes. Now notice when you squeeze that left thigh, you're really feeling that hip flexor open here a little more. One more breath. Feel the compression of the abdomen. And let's lower that left knee. Untuck the left toe. Inhale, come up, low crescent lunge. Now you may notice you're feeling that left hip flexor open here just a little more. If it feels right and you want to take a nice little back bend here. Feel that heart opening, allowing the loving energy to come in. One more breath, amazing job. And beautiful. Let's frame that right foot, tuck that left toe underneath. Press it into that plank. You know it, you've been here before. Look forward, shift forward, vinyasa. Take your option, cobra or that up dog. Beautiful. Meet me in that down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. That right toe turns out 45 degrees. Right knee comes in through the midline. Plant the left foot, ground the right. You know it. Warrior one. Reach up. Can you squeeze that right thigh a little more? Keeping the internal rotation of those hips here. You're doing it. Amazing work. Let's lengthen that left leg. Walk that right foot in, keeping the hips squared forward now. Pyramid pose. Take your variation. Reverse namaskar hands or take a hold of those forearms. Inhale, create that space. Exhale, let's hinge forward at the hip creases. You remember, nice long spine here. Heart energy shining forward. Let the crown of the head go towards the wall. Bend that left knee if you should need to. That is a-okay. Beautiful stretch here in the hamstrings. Be mindful of your body and where you are. Here we go. Reach those arms forward. Warrior three. Ground all of that energy now into that left foot. Lift that right foot back. Any amount is a good amount. Keeping the hip bones squared towards the earth. Yes, pressing that right heel back behind you. Here we go. One more breath. Open it up. Exhale, warrior two. Heel to arch alignment here. Excellent job. Notice the placement of the feet. Beautiful hip opener here, letting everything go that is no longer serving you for your highest and best. One more breath. Feel the scapula pulling apart. Exhale, windmill the arms. Frame that left foot. Bring everything in towards the center. Runner's lunge. Squeeze that right thigh. Yes, really feel that letting go. We know that the hips store a lot of emotions, so check in. How are you feeling in this very moment? Lower that right knee. Untuck the right toe. Inhale brings you up for that low crescent lunge. The fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. Remember, take your option if you want a little back bend here to deepen that. Please do so. If you are, feel the compression back there on the kidneys, checking in with that low back, letting go of any fear, limitations that you've been harboring. Exhale, frame that left foot, ground into it, step it back, vinyasa. Meet me in that down dog. Mukha Svanasana. Let it go. Take that cleansing breath. You've done amazing. Build that heat. Now we're going to start cooling it off. Look between the hands. Come up on the tippy toes. Walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands by the side, mountain pose. Step out to the side. The knees and toes go in the same direction, and we're going into that yogi squat. So you're going to bend the knees and take yourself down to the earth. Now, a couple of things to talk through here in the yogi squat is I like to feel that compression. I like to take those elbows to the inner thighs to deepen that stretch. Now, this may be a little uncomfortable. You're also welcome to roll up towels and put it underneath the heels if that's what you need for that support. And we're really focusing on a nice, tall, long spine here. That tailbone is falling straight and true down to the earth. And I want to encourage you to close your eyes just a moment and take another pause to check in with the body. How you felt when you started versus how you're feeling right now in this moment. Is there any stagnant energy, limiting beliefs that need to be let go? If so, use some cleansing breaths here now in this hip opener and let it go. Remembering there's never a right or wrong. It is only honoring what you need in that moment. And gently open the eyes. And let's go ahead and take it down to that seated position. We're going into a few boat poses here again, starting to cool it down a little bit, but wanting to connect with that solar plexus a little more. So make sure you find those sit bones, those ischial tuberosities. We never want to be falling back on that sacrum. We want to protect that low back. So you're going to bend the knees. Arms can come out, they can be down, they can be held behind the thighs here, but we're going to lift up. Here we go. And lower down. Lift up. Yeah, squeeze everything in towards the midline. Lower down. One more, lift up. This time, reach the arms up towards the sky if you've got it, and lower down. Two more, lift up. Thank you, full moon, for this practice, for this energy. One more, lift up. And lower down. Beautiful. Bring the feet down to the earth. We're going to go into that Baddha Konasana. So bring the feet together. The knees fall open. Again, maybe you want to rock side to side. Find those sit bones again. And your feet kind of fall open like you're reading a book. We're going to tuck the elbows in towards the rib cage, towards the hip creases, and the palms can rest on those feet. Here we go. Inhale, tall spine, create that space. Exhale, hinge at that hip crease. Long spine, heart energy still shining towards me. And take that heart energy towards the floor. Any amount is a good amount. I don't really want you to hunch over today. I want you to be tall and proud, keeping those shoulders away from the ears, feeling the hips opening a little deeper here. Each breath giving you more life force to take you deeper into that asana. Notice on the exhalation how you're able to go ever so slightly deeper into that pose. No rush. Let your body go where it needs. Remembering you were exactly where you were needed to be in this moment. One more breath. Keeping that long spine. Inhale, guide yourself up, slow, slow, keeping that long spine. Heart energy shines up. And release. Good job. Now this time, yogi, we're going to take it down to our belly here on the mat. So gently roll over. Take your time. Now I'm going to give you a few options here depending on your spine, your flexibility, and where you are today. So you can continue with those cobras that we did earlier by bringing the palms right at the chest, tucking the elbows in and coming up. Or if you feel a little warmed up, you can take the feet wide, bring the palms out in front of you and walk up into that seal, if that feels better. Or you can join me in snake today. So we're going to bring the legs close together. We're going to clasp the fingers behind us. Just as you do in cobra and seal, you're going to press the toenails into the earth, squeeze everything in towards the midline, and inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Meet me in that child's pose. Those feet come together, the knees go wide. Reach the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Just let anything go that is no longer serving you. A few more breaths here. Again, honoring if you need those cleansing breaths. Remembering those intentions that you set at the beginning of this practice. Fully surrendering and letting go. And whenever you're ready, come up into that tabletop position. Lower down to the belly and gently roll over on the back. Going into that supine twist here. So you want to have the knees in line with the hips. It's important to protect that low back. You can take those arms out to a T if you wish. Inhale. Exhale, let's guide the knees ever so gently over to the right side. Now, feel free, depending on any tension or injuries to that low back. Maybe you choose to place a yoga block underneath that right knee, a bolster, pillow. And if you want to take it a little deeper, you can take that gaze over to that left shoulder. Feel free to close the eyes. Starting to really slow down the practice. Press the palms into the earth if you need that additional support. Guide the knees back center. Exhale, guide them now over to the left. No rush. Again, taking the options of what you need. And Taking that gaze over to the right shoulder if you wish. Those knees up to the center. Plant the feet down on the earth and gently windshield wiper the knees side to side, bringing that spine back to neutral. And yogi, whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and go into that well-deserved savasana. Now, I encourage you, with us continuing to connect with the energy of this full moon, that we go into that supine Baddha Konasana, where those feet are together, the knees fall wide. And I'm choosing to actually place the hands on the solar plexus that we worked with today. And enjoy savasana. And my beautiful friend, you are welcome to end today's practice in the savasana. You can roll over onto your favorite side if you are lying down. Guide yourself up slowly to that seated position. If you were lying down, finding those sit bones if you were not already there. Maybe you wiggle the toes, the fingertips, roll out the wrist. Any intuitive movement that feels right. And fully welcome yourself back to the space. And let's bring those hands to that prayer position at the heart. I hope you really enjoyed this yoga practice, working with this cold moon in Gemini, and really cherish the healing that took place. Let's bring that thumb to the third eye. Thank you, yogi, for showing up, for releasing, for healing with me, for sharing your precious time, energy, and love and light with me, so you can continue forward in living a soulful life. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. I bow to you, and namaste.